Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Georgina, and today is a birthday special. It's my birthday, so I'm gonna be treating you to a much longer class. I'm gonna be taking you to a full warm-up, and in this class, we're not gonna be doing any chaturanga planks or any vinyasas because I re-injured my right wrist, and so we're gonna be doing a wrist-free flow. Alright, when you're ready, all you will need is your yoga mat and yourself, and let's begin. Okie dokie, let's start warming up in a standing position. So you can stand anywhere on your mat. You can have your feet together or apart. Let's first close our eyes, roll your shoulders back, and let's connect with our breath. Look straight ahead, relax your shoulders, relax your face. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale as slow as you can. Continuing to close your eyes, let's do that again. Breathe in through your nose. And exhale as slow as you can through your nose. Good. Last one, breathe in. Exhale, stick your tongue out, lion's breath. Good job. Now open your eyes and let's start to warm up the shoulders. Inhale, reach your hands up. Interlace your fingers as you reach the top, and exhale, you're gonna bend to the right and cross your right foot to the left side. So the opposite direction. Coming back to your center, I'll just face you again. Hands down. Inhale, reach your hands up. This time, opposite direction. You can interlace your fingers and exhale, left foot crosses to the right, bend to the left side. Good. Coming back to your center and release the hands. This time, reach your hands up again. And then exhale, right foot points to the right and bend to the left side. And then stay here, stretch some more for 3, 2, breathe, and 1, coming back to your center. Good, let's do that on the other side. Inhale, reach up, palms to touch, interlace your fingers, and exhale, left foot to the left, and bend to the right. Breathe out here. Now again, stay here for a couple of breaths, stretch, breathe, 2, and 1, coming back onto your center. Good. I'm gonna again face your side, and then I want you to bend your knees, feet together, knees together, and puff out your chest. Roll your shoulders back, stick out your butt, and have your hands touch your tops of your thighs. Okay? And then I really want you to open up your shoulders, peel your shoulder blades now back, right? And now you're gonna look up. And then you're going to start to pulse yourself. Your bum is now pulsing up and down. And then really feeling the back bend here. Breathe. Stretch your knees, reach your hands up, back bend, stick out your butt, and exhale, dive all the way down. Uttanasana, forward fold. You can get a bending your knees to start, and we're going to start to pedal the feet or bending one knee at a time here. Looking one point in front of you to find your balance. Good. Now take a bend in your knees. Reach your hands all the way up. Uttanasana, chair pose. Stretch your arms. Stretch your body. Stay here for 5, 4. Ribcage in. 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna stay there, palms to touch, bring it down to your heart space, and then from here you're gonna come onto your tippy toes. Tip your toe, continuing to bend the knee, Uttanasana, and drop. Okay, tip, 3, hold, drop, 2, hold for a little bit, engage all your muscles, drop, and 1. Now stay here, engage your core, reach all the way up. Try to see if you could really come up. Still bent knee, knees are touching, and drop your feet down. Hands in a prayer position, bring it down to your heart space. Good. Let's take a deep breath in. Reach up. And exhale, bow down onto your forehead. Exhale. And bring it down to your heart. Thank you for practicing with me, and we're just gonna start. Good job. Now I want you to open your feet as wide as your mat. From here, reach up and exhale. You're gonna reach your hands forward and halfway lift. Good. And flatten your back. Stick out your butt, and then from here, you're gonna slide your hands behind your neck. Good. Now from here, you could either have a bent knee or straight. Depending on how you're feeling, you're just gonna face to the right. And then center, face to the left. Good. Back to your center. Again, to the left, or to the right rather. Center, to the left. Last set, center, to the right. Breathe, center, to the left. Good. Center. Now from here, all the way coming into your malasana squat. And knees are out. And your feet are splaying out as well, so kind of like a V-shaped position. Heels are towards the midline, palms to touch. Bring it down onto your heart center. Now you're opening your knees out with your elbows, and we're just gonna stay here for a little bit to warm up those like a lower body, right? You could even give it some baby pulses up and down. Breathe. Good. Now from here, you're gonna stretch your hands forward and really stretch it all the way, and you could even give your bum some pulses up and down, right? And you wanna really just try to loosen up, warm up the bum area or the groin. You could even do it some left and right, or like shifting your weight to your left and to your right. And feeling your like feet too. So as you shift your weight left and right, you're lifting one foot up, maybe onto the sides, depending on how you're feeling. And you're really feeling the sides or the crease of your thighs here, right? Touching down and really stretching. Good. Now sit on your bum all the way, and you're gonna extend your legs forward, coming to your Uttanasana, L shape with your legs. Reach your hands up. And exhale, we're gonna fold here. Beautiful job. And now I want you to open your butt cheeks to the right and to the left. Now you feel more grounded. Extend your hands fully forward and really stick out your butt and fold all the way to where you can keep your back straight. So if you're already feeling rounded and super tight, you want to get a bend in your knees. I always say this in my class, and just stay here. And then back bend, rib cage touching your thighs, and stay there. Feeling that kind of openness with your collarbones, if you can't, so that you don't round your back, right? Otherwise, if you're really flexible and you're, super used to practicing already, and you can really get your forward fold this way, then that's great. We're just warming up the backs of our legs. Good. Now let's bend one knee, right knee first. Bring it on top of your upper left thigh, rather upper knee. And then we're gonna pulse it some more. Forward, fold and up. So you're folding your body and up. You could place your hands wherever you like. And as you fold, you're making sure that you're not rounding the back. You really wanna keep it arched, or just following that natural back or arch of your back. Good. Now drop that foot down, bring your right knee up as close to your torso as possible, and you're gonna twist here. So you're gonna hug that knee, and right shoulder will now really reach back, right? And then stay here and twist some more. Inhale, left hand now reaches up, and then side bend, exhale. And then twist your body some more. You could drop that elbow to the outer right knee. And then look back. Twist. We're going to twist our body first. Really get that digestion going. Making sure that that left femur or that left leg is on a neutral position. So you're not sinking down or out, right? Keeping that left knee point up. Good. Good. Now back to your center. Let's do that on the left leg. Left ankle will now be on top of that right thigh or knee, upper knee, and then give it some pulses up and down. And form is, for me, key. I always like to, get a good form if ever I really think about it. Of course, it's not going to be always perfect, but, just know. And as long as you're aware, then that's good. All right, I'll meet you in a seated position and then lift that left knee as you drop that right foot or left foot down to the right side. And again, you're going to hug that left knee, twist your body. Good. And that part of that right part of your stomach is where you really want to target that, right? So you're not here. You really want to send it, twist, left shoulder twisting back, right? And then from here, left hand drops behind you, right hand sweeps all the way up and over the head. Inhale and exhale. Good. And maybe breathing some more as you drop that right arm to the outer left knee. Twist and look back. The straight leg is again neutral position, keeping that knee pointing up. Could really feel that stomach getting compressed. Twist for your detox. Good. Coming back onto your center. Whew, I love a good digestion. Now open your legs as wide as you can. That is comfortable for you to start. And then we're going to open the butt cheeks again, left and right. And you're going to start to fold here. You can have support with your hands. Again, no pressures on the wrist. But I can still handle and manage the tippy toes or like a fingertips rather on my wrist. It's not... I cannot just fold or fold my wrist this way. That's the problem. But otherwise, I can do more. So you just want to really warm up fully. Now from here, you're going to drop your belly all the way down and then reach your hands forward. Good. Of course, if you can't drop the belly, that's fine wherever you are, but making sure again your back is keeping it straight. You're keeping the back straight and you're not rounding. So if your back is straight only up here like this is fine onto your forearms. Hold for 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Coming back to sit up and then have your feet to touch and let's do some Trikonasana or butterfly pose and let's fold some more. I do like to warm up a lot my hips. I just feel that it's super helpful with my whole body. Once my hips is really opened up, then I can start opening more my shoulders. Then I can start to do back bends. I can start to do all those strength training or my core. But for me, I like my hips to really be open up because it's probably shoulders and hips are where my tight spots feeling all the time, when you wake up. All right. Good. Now we're going to do some windshield wiper with the knees. I'm just going to face you. So both knees facing to the left side. Okay. And then you could have your hands behind you as you lift your knees up and then to the right. So depending on how you're feeling here, so you could continue to have your hands behind you as you continue to windshield wiper left and right, up and then the right, up. Right? Otherwise, if you can, you're going to do this with me, hands by your sides to the left and reach up and then to the right. Good. Twist some more. Reach up. Breathe in. Exhale when you twist. Again, inhale, up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. And really you're focusing on that torso being screwed, right? Imagine you're screwed and you're screwing your torso. Right, so you're twisting, lifting up, lengthening your spine, and exhaling, twisting some more. Okay, last one, up, and then to the right. Twist, twist, twist. Good. All right, now let's do some pigeon. Extend your left leg out behind you, and let's warm up in pigeon. You could have your fingertips in front of you, no pressure on the wrist or forearms, depending on where you're at or what you're currently feeling. You could have your hands to touch and just really feeling the groin area. Good. Right, coming back up. Now let's like face to the side of the mat, the long side. Okay, and still bent knee, kind of like a side skandasana, but your thighs are down. Okay, from here, you're just gonna twist some more. Twist to the right. So you can have your left hand hold that right knee. This is really how I kind of warm up, and when I'm in the movie room or my husband and I are watching, I like to do this. Right, let's switch legs. Bend the left knee, extend the right leg, and you're gonna have your right hand touch that left knee, and you're gonna have your left hand behind you, and you're gonna twist here. So now the right leg, it depends if you feel like you want to kind of like internally rotate that, that's fine, right? So you feel your body here. I really want to feel this from my scolio. This is so good for me. And sometimes it really pops. Good. Coming back to that neutral position with that right leg, and then twist some more. So as I do this, sometimes I like my left shoulder dipping down, and then the other shoulder dipping down. Right? Feel that? Good. Now we're gonna face the other direction of the mat and pigeon pose on the left leg forward. Good. And now really feeling all the groin part here. Just stretch. Again, you can do whatever you want. If you like to wiggle left and right, or maybe you like your hands extended forward. My husband really likes this stretch in his pigeon. This is where he feels it. It's always going to be different for everyone, so find what works best for you. I do like sometimes my hands in a prayer position this way, and just really focusing on that like groin area for me. Breathe. Beautiful job, guys. All right. Now we're gonna do a little bit of a back bend. I'm taking you to like how I do like to kind of warm up. All right, let's lay our bellies on the mat. And before I do a lot of back bends, I do like to kind of strengthen my back in a way in a locust position. So have your hands splaying out of your mat, fingertips, and no pressures on the wrist. You really want to get used to your fingertips also helping you, right? Instead of like flattening your palm, because this is like you get that energy from fingertips too. All right, now you're gonna just pulsing yourself up and down to kind of warm up the back this way. And as you do this, I like you to really press the tops of your feet on the mat. So you're really pointing your feet or toes back, right? And then you're just really stretching. Maybe looking to the left, if that feels good for your neck. Look forward, and then look to the right. Breathe in, breathe out, and drop your belly down. Good. Now, from that kind of like a back stretch, I like to do locust. In my locust, I do like my feet a little bit together. Not really together, but like maybe like a foot apart, right? So kind of closer than my hip distance. Now from here, it's either I like my palms facing down, especially now I have my wrist a little bit injured. So this is great for me, and it helps to really lift my chest up. And then I'm just staying here. I'm exerting effort here. I'm not relaxed, right? And then you can drop it down. And then inhale as you puff out your chest. Lift it up. Peel your shoulders back. Breathe. Good. And exhale, lift the legs all the way up. And now I'm opening my legs, right? And now try to close your legs and open from this locust position. Close. Now you're feeling that your glutes are squeezing together, and open up. Relax the glutes. Again, point the toes. Squeeze the glutes. Good. Open. Relax the glutes. Good job. You can have your hands anywhere you like that is comfortable for you. Continuing to just do this as you engage the gluteus muscles, right? This is really good. You could even have your forearms this way, kind of like a sphinx arms. You know, the Sphinx Pose, right? Good. Oh, relax it. And if you did not feel that in your glutes, then you want to do it again and really engage your glutes, right? For me, that's really tiring. My glutes, my butt cheeks have already been kind of awoken, right? All right. Now from here, let's get into our Vajrasana, Thunderbolt Pose, sitting on our heels. And then let's do some puppy pose. So extend your hands forward, and you're gonna extend your knees to where it's comfortable in your puppy pose. Ideally stacked on your hips, stacked below your hips, but for me, I like my knees a little bit out behind the hips more. So now you're gonna find what works best for you here. It's always gonna be different for everybody depending on how bendy your back is, right? So if you are more like probably tighter, you're probably farther, right? So it depends. Find what works best for your puppy pose. Sometimes this is great too, depending on how you're feeling, what you're trying to do. Right? Kind of like your chest is floating from the mat. Good. Now you're just stretching here. And we're breathing. You can close your eyes and feel where is tight. With each breath, you want to really send your breath to that tight spot. And with each exhalation, you really want to let that go. Good. Now let's shift our weight forward, coming into our Sphinx pose. Good job. And then left forearm will now be parallel to this top side of the mat or top line. And then right arm will now be facing palm facing towards you, and you're gonna shift or swing your right arm to the right and back. And then now you're lifting or peeling kind of that right hip joint lifted, and then drop, switch arms, right forearm down, left hand towards you, facing you, as you swing it forward into the left side and peel that left hip joint up and left arm here. Good. Again, switch sides, right hand all the way to the right and back, peel the right hip joint up just a little bit, and coming back down, switch sides again. Left hand swings forward and to the left, and then back. Peel the left hip joint up. Stay here if you like. Breathe. Drop it all the way down. Good job. All right, for my last activation of the muscles, I do like to do Locus Pose. Interlace your fingers behind you. Good. I always like my index finger out because it feels like it helps with that energy line as you peel your shoulders behind or back. Shoulders are up, chest space is lifting, heart space is opening, and lift the legs up. Right. Hold this position. Lift that arm up from the bum. Straighten your elbows, straighten your knees, point the toes, holding for 10. 9. You feel your back strength strong. 8. 7. 6, look forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now relax your body for a little bit. You could rest your hands or your chin onto your hands. Breathe. Good. All right, let's come into our Sukhasana first. Let's warm up the head and neck, okay? So I like my right hand inserted behind me. Be careful with the wrist. And then just grab it, left thigh. Depending on you, if you can't reach it, you could just drop it behind your mat, right behind you on the mat. Now from here, I want you to focus on that, like you could even have help with the other hand. So look straight ahead. You're gonna tilt your head to the left, just slightly, making sure that you're not twisting, you're still facing forward. And now you're really feeling this. You want that right shoulder to drop down, and then feel that stretch from the neck. Hold this position. 3, 2, really stretch that. And 1. Back to your center, and then release that right hand. Slow and controlled. Sometimes it can be intense, right? Okay, we're gonna do that on the other side. So left hand sweeps behind you, tap that right thigh with the left hand. You can have the right hand either behind you or the left knee or your left shoulder, right? You can help to drag it down. And then from here, tilt your neck or head to the right, right ear down to the right shoulder. And really, if you can't feel it, you wanna help this hand push your shoulder down. And feeling that now, you feel that stretch, right? Breathe. Good job. All right, now let's do some half neck rotation. Have your hands placed onto your knees and you're gonna rotate to the right and then bring it down to your center as you look down and to the left. Now you want to do this as slow as possible as you really feel the stretch with each tiny movement. Ooh. And it's normal if you feel the popping of the bones, right? We're gonna do a lot of balancing asanas in later on. Good. Now tilt your head all the way back, just to your center. Relax your shoulders down. Breathe. And back to your center. Sometimes that's so hard, right? You want to do it again, especially with us always on the computer, on our phone. Tilt your head back and center. And you want to keep that torso squared, right? Don't move, just move your neck and head. Continuing to do it back and forth. Smile. Good. And open your eyes if you closed it with me. How do you feel? Good. All right, we're gonna do a lot of forearm flows here. So if you have problems with forearms as well, then be mindful with each pose. If you feel, not comfortable with that, make sure to not push it. All right, now let's start to flow. Okay. I want you to start by sitting at the top portions of your mats. And then you want to sit this way because we're going to come up to our chair pose, all right? So sit on your heels, have your feet together. I like my feet and knees together on my chair pose. And then we're just going to have our hands placed to our heart center in a prayer position. Now roll your shoulders back, okay? And then stay here. Breathe in. Breathe out, look one point in front of you, and you're gonna come and bring your heel down. Good. And come all the way up to your Uttanasana chair pose, hands up, and find that chair pose. Good. From here, you're gonna come to your tippy toes. We're gonna flow it out a little bit, okay? Good. Find your balance. If you can't, that's fine. You're gonna try to stand up, palms to touch all the way. Good job. And now my knees are no longer touching. So depending on how you're feeling here, you want to really find your balance with that tippy toes to really work on your legs. Everything is engaged in my leg muscles now. And then heels are dropping down. Beautiful job. All right, let's start with a dancer's pose. I know this is not really a warm-up, but you got this. We're gonna try it again later, see where you're at. Left foot up, first behind you, point the toes all the way up, and now get a bend in that standing leg. All right, from here, you really wanna arch your back more, stick out your butt, and lift the left foot up higher. Now you're working on the left quads here, right? From here, try to see if you could swing that left hand, find your balance behind you. Good. Don't look back, and I want you to try to grab the inside of your foot or ankle. Good. So we did that rotation with the arm earlier. Hopefully you were able to grab that leg, right? Now from here, try to straighten that standing leg slow and controlled as your right hand will sweep up. Find your balance. Good. And then have your hands down. I like my palms facing forward or in front of me as I bring it down. And left leg kicks all the way up. Try to square your hips as much as you can. Doesn't have to, but you're just trying your best. You could place your right hand onto your heart space. Breathe here. Strong standing leg. Welcome to your Natarajasana, or however you want to say that dancer's pose, Sanskrit. We're just holding this. I do like a lot of long holds. I'll take you to my normal practice. Good. Dropping it slowly down. with control. Good. Now we're gonna do that on the other side. Reach your hands both up. And right foot up, knee up. And you're gonna swing it back behind you. Send it as high as you can. Get a bend in that standing leg. And then right hand sweeps behind you. All the way. Grab that right foot inside or the ankle. And then all the way as you kick up, you're gonna straighten that standing leg as you drop that left hand down. Good. You could either stay here in front of your left hand forward or to your heart space. Find what works best for your dancer's pose, right? We all have our own style. So I want you to find that feeling good for you. Staying here, keeping that left leg really strong as it stands up. And then that right leg is also strong. Point the toes up. Breathe. Holding. We're gonna hold for a few breaths here, guys. This is how I do my time lapse. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you see my flows. It's pretty long holds. Slowly coming back down with control and shake it up. Good job. All right, now left foot steps forward and you're gonna send that right leg up, finding your Virabhadrasana 3. Warrior 3, T-shape with your body. Try to see how, T-shape you could get your body as much as possible. Good. Slow and controlled, we're gonna bend that left leg or standing leg as you drop that back foot down. Beautiful job. Now from here, you're gonna send your hands all the way up, finding your Crescent Lunge. Inhale. And exhale, pivot your back heel to your Warrior 2 position. Hands left and right, look to your left hand. Left palm up, inhale as you shift forward. And I like to exhale as I do my reverse warrior. And then I inhale again here, stretch your side body. And exhale all the way to your Warrior 2. Good. Now from here, you're gonna straighten that front knee slowly. Good. Shift more forward. I like my left palm up again. Inhale, and then swing both of your hands all the way down and up, finding your Trikonasana, triangle pose, and stay there. No pressure on the wrist, you're just tapping the fingertips, so you're really stretching the side body here. Straighten both of your legs. Maybe looking up, holding. Good. Coming back up, T-shape with your arms. And from here, you're gonna pivot that right leg, heel towards the midline, finding your, you know what to do, Goddess Pose. Bend your knees, cactus your arms. Stay here for 3. Breathe, 2. And 1. Stretch your arms and knees all the way up. Lengthen and exhale, Goddess. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, Warrior 2 on the right side. Now you're gonna pivot that left heel to where you are comfortable in Warrior 2. Good. Stay here, rib cage in. Elongate your torso and spine. Feel tall. Right palm up. You're gonna shift forward and inhale. Exhale, reverse to Warrior. And then inhale again, slide your left hand down your left leg. Breathe in, big breath. Exhale, Warrior 2. Good job. Left hand will drop all the way down. This time you're gonna come into your Crescent Lunge. Back heel is lifted from behind, the back heel. Stay here, rib cage in. And then back bend, sink your hips down. Beautiful job. Lift up, torso straight. And then hands in a T-shaped position. Good. You're gonna lean your belly to your thigh as you come to your Virabhadrasana 3. Okay, so step your left leg up, finding your Warrior 3. So we're gonna hold for a few breaths here. Make sure that everything is strong. Looking at one point in front of you, you could either point a toe or flex, whatever you feel good right now. 3, breathe, 2, and 1. Slow and controlled. You're gonna bend that standing leg, dropping that back foot down. Good job. Left hand sweeps all the way up, finding again your warrior 2. Good. This time, right palm up. Shift forward, breathe in. And exhale, straighten that right knee, coming to your Trikonasana on this side. Good. Now, as you find your balance, you could look up. See if your hand is straight up. You can adjust yourself. If it's hard to balance, you could continue to just look down. Depending again on you, we're holding this position. You could either look to the left if that feels good. Super beautiful mountains. 3, 2, 1. Drop the left hand down as you pivot that back heel and foot, coming to your revolve. So now I'm dropping my fingertips left to the right side all the way up, or the right hand up. Look up for your revolved triangle or revolved pyramid, whatever you want to call this. Stay there. Breathe. One more breath cycle. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, drop the back knee. Both knees are gonna bend. Good. Now you're gonna find your balance as you come to your twist here with your lunge. You could either have both palms facing down. You can drop that right hand behind your left leg, and then your left hand sweeps up and over the head. Whew, feel that side stretch. Good. All the way. Find your balance. Coming into your Skandasana. Palms to touch to your heart space. You're gonna lift that back knee, curl the back toes under as you drop to your Skandasana on the right side. Good. Now everything feels like burning with your legs, right? Reach your hands up. Breathe in. And then breathe out to bind. Good. And then drop the hands down. And stay there. I know, right leg is burning, huh? For me, the right leg is burning now, but you got that. All right, loosen the bind. And then lift your hands all the way up. As you lift the bum up, you're gonna lean down to help lift you all the way up as you switch your Skandasana. Good. Left leg now is bent. Now from here, sit on your bum. Inhale, reach up. And exhale to bind. Hands down. Peel that right shoulder back. Good. Release the bind. And then we're gonna do our low lunge on the left side. So find your low lunge, drop that back knee. My back toe is still curled under. Good. And then from here, you're gonna have that left hand behind your thigh or that right thigh. Right hand sweeps up. And bend and twist here. Look back. And I like to sink my hips deeper. You could stay here for a little bit. 3. I know this is hard too, but it's okay. You got this. 1. You're gonna come all the way to this T-shaped position. Palms down if you like. Try to see if you could get that T shape with your arms, right? So look to the left and right if they're parallel to the ground. A lot of twists. A few more here. Good. Coming back up. Reach your hands all the way up. And then ground your left foot as your back knee lifts up. Good. Now from here, you're going to straighten that front knee. And then you're going to ground that back heel, finding your pyramid shape. Hands to a T-shaped position. Lean forward, halfway lift here. Good. And we're going to stretch our legs even more. Drop the right fingertips down. Good. Left hand sweeps all the way up for your revolved pyramid. Maybe looking up. Finding your balance, twist your body, holding 4, 5. 4, breathe, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Dropping your left hand down, and you're gonna straighten both of your legs to where it's comfortable. Maybe left leg sends it close to you. Whew, I like this kind of stretch with a pyramid. We're just holding this position. And then we're gonna do the other side. So as you release, you're gonna come to the back ball of your foot. Heel is lifted as you step it forward, feet together. And then switch legs. Left leg, left foot back. Good. Ground that heel as you really stretch your pyramid here. You could either give it some halfway lift, big breath in, and exhale to fold. Good. Feel that stretch, right? Oh, so good. We're staying here. Long holds and feeling good. Good job. Now I'd like you to get a bend in that right leg, okay? So adjust yourself farther, kind of like that warrior one position with your legs. And now from here, you're gonna have that right hand and right shoulder underneath that right thigh, right? Good. So find that stable spot. And then if you need your left foot closer to you, and then you're gonna try to straighten that right leg with both of your hands underneath. So like left hand is here. I want you to see my other hand underneath or threaded behind that right leg. And then you're gonna continue to bend the knee and straighten while that right shoulder is still underneath my right thigh. And you're breathing. So you're almost now, your torso is following that right leg as you straighten it. See this? Right? Straighten, and it's following the right leg. Such a great way to stretch for your hamstrings. Good. All right. Now from this shape, try to see if you could bind, right? So have your left hand support you. Your right hand will now sweep up. Palm is facing up. And now you're gonna have it fold your elbows and have that palm behind your back. Good. From here, try to see if you could make this stable. Try to loosen that left hand first. If you feel good enough, if you are, then you can bind from here. This is a great way to kind of do it, I don't know, for me, maybe easier than when you started with a lunge, right? Or maybe it's different for you. I just want you to get a feel of that because I do almost all of the ways. Now try to see if you could start bending the right knee and then straightening. No pushing and no pressure here. And then release because that's really intense, right? And then loosen up. And then let's reach our hands all the way up. And then we're gonna do wide-legged fold. Fold down. Good. Now you can stretch that arm, and I like my forearm drop down. And then let's shift forward and back. I'm just gonna adjust myself so you can see me. Good. Now you could either stay here and stretch. Otherwise, if you're up for that challenge with some Pincha mayurasana, or if it's within your practice, let's take our Pincha mayurasana. Elbows are shoulders distance apart. And I do like to do straddle press. And then I'm just gonna stay here because I really want to open up my legs. You could come all the way up if that feels good for you. Or, find whatever shape you want. If you want to play with me, I'm gonna find my Lotus Pose. Whatever shape you want. Or you could just continue to stretch. Making sure you're breathing. Good. Now release if you like, or whatever you are doing right now. And we're gonna come and meet you in a wide-legged fold. Good. So good, huh? All right, let's do that on the other side. Lift your torso up, and we're gonna come to that low lunge, or rather high lunge. Now from here, you're gonna straighten that front leg, finding that pyramid shape. So left shoulder is gonna go down all the way underneath now that left thigh as you bend the left knee. Now you're gonna again have that left palm facing up, threading now underneath the left leg, and drop it behind your back. Now you're gonna bind here with the right hand, either bent knee or straight knee, whatever you feel good in the bind. This is a very advanced flexibility, so it's okay if you can't really bind yet. Just try where you're at. Breathe. I like to hold this bind because this is such a great way to really get your hamstring stretch. And now you're able to feel which is tighter for you, either the left or the right, right? So now you really want to even it out as much as possible. Bending and straightening. This requires so much like strength as well, not just your flexibility. Breathe. Alright, when you're ready to release, slow and controlled. Good job. So good stretch. Now we're gonna step our left leg back. Okay, kind of like a downward dog, but no pressure on the wrist. I do like my fingertips. My fingertips is strong enough to kind of come into this downward dog without my wrist being without pressure on the wrist. And I do like this stretch a lot. Good. Knees down. And I'll meet you in Vajrasana. Thunderbolt. How are you doing? All right, we're gonna do our forearms now on the mat. Okay. So if you can't do the forearms because your wrist hurts, I mean, if you ever search this for wrist injury, right? All right, stay in your forearm plank, and we're gonna interlace our fingers. From here, find what works best for you. Elbows should be closer stance, right? Try to stack it below your shoulders as you walk your feet towards your elbows. Slow and controlled, and keeping as your knees as straight as possible as you walk. So you're really now stacking your hips on top of the elbows. And then you're like, tipping your toes as you stack your hips to your elbows. So forward and back. Forward and back. Good. Tippy toes forward, up, and back. Now you're gonna walk your feet again back to your forearm plank, and finding your forearm plank. Good. Stay here for a little bit. You're burning your forearms. Push your self up. Rib cages drawing together. Glutes squeezing down. Butt cheeks are squeezing together. It's a strong forearm plank. Again, walk closer to your elbows. Good. And finding your forearm down dog or dolphin pose. Okay, making sure that you're really pushing yourself forward. So now you're threading your head behind your arms, or like in between your arms. Good. From here, try to ground your left heel as much as possible if you can, and right knee will bend. Good. Now stay here. 5, 4, push yourself up. 3, 2, 1. Drop the foot down and switch sides. Left foot up, point the toes, and bend the knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, push. 1, drop the left foot down, and this time you're gonna have your right leg all the way up, kind of like a 3-legged dog, but in your dolphin. Okay, from here you're gonna open it up some more. Try to see how far you could go. Bend the knee and lift your head up and drop it down. Let's do that on the other side. I know your forearms are burning. One more. You got this. Left leg up, point the toes, and lift it as high as you can. Bend the knee, lift your head all the way up. Good, and you're shifting forward and drop. Knee down. Whoo, child's pose to rest. Burning, huh? The forearms. Mine is burning too. Alright. When you're ready, we're gonna do forearm wheel. Okay? Alright. So for our forearm wheel, we're just gonna rest on our backs first for the easier transition to forearm wheel. So have your backs laid down and rest here for a little bit, because that's intense. For me, it's also intense, right? All right, so I like to kind of do like a little bit of a fish pose first, right? So plant your elbows down and close fist. From here, you're going to try to puff out your chest and really back bend, right? So you're now having that arch in your back all the way. From here, you could even lift all the way up. Now, if you're feeling okay with your wrist to be underneath your bum this way, right? And then so you could even send your knees to your chest and lift it up. Now from here, puff out your chest like a fish pose, which is a different variation. And for me, my wrist is fine with this pressure. So if you can't do it, again, you don't want to push it. But stay here. I do love this stretch. It requires a lot of like leg strength too. And then you're arching the back and dropping it down and release. Feet together. Supta Baddha Konasana. We're going to relax for a little bit. You could even place your hands to your chest and your belly. And I do like my diaphragmatic breathing when I'm doing this Supta Baddha Konasana. So as I inhale, belly is rising. And exhale, belly is shrinking. Suck your belly in. Expel all the air out. Inhale, belly rising. And exhale, suck your belly. Good. Now just steady your breath. Good. Feet and knees together. And let's do some hug your knees. And then you're going to twist your body. So both knees to the left. Good. And then you can have your hands in a T-shaped position. Good. Coming back to your center, send your knees to your chest as close as possible. And then lift it up again and twist. Drop your knees to the right side. Good. Whew, very relaxing. Now, we're going to do our forearm wheel. To do that, I'm not going to put pressure on my wrist, but if you can't do it, please don't do it again. So I'm just like on my fingertips as I drop the crown of my head down. From here, now I'm going to drop my forearms. Kind of like a Pincha mayurasana, right? And then lift your hips all the way up. And then I like my fingers interlaced, or just like in a prayer position, right? Now from here, adjust your elbows. You want it just below your shoulders. So send it close to the midline and then see if you could straighten both of your legs. Or if not, then that's fine, wherever you are. I'm trying to just find my straight legs here and finding my wheel. All right, forearm wheel. And you kind of want to adjust yourself where you really feel that good back bend stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze your butt cheeks together. And then relax the butt cheeks. Good. Now from here, let's try to see if you could bend your knees, right? and then we're gonna lift one leg at a time. So have your tippy toes. If you're confident enough to let go, that's good. If not, this is not how to get here, right? You really want to strengthen first. If you can't do it, lift one knee up and lift that right leg all the way up. Straighten your knees. Hold for 3. Everything is strong. 2 and 1. Drop it down slowly. And then let's do that on the other side. Left knee is up, pointed toes, and left leg all the way up. Straighten your knees. Holding this for 5. 4, lift up, lift, 3, hips up, 2, and 1. Drop it down all the way. And we're gonna come again to our Supta Baddha Konasana. Feet together, butterfly shape, or a supine butterfly. How are you doing? And I do like to kind of touch my ribs. So great for my digestion. Breathe in, breathe out, sucking my belly. And I do like to kind of grab that ribs, you know, the inside. Sometimes it really feels good for me. Breathe. Alright friends, we're gonna end in happy baby pose. So send your knees towards your chest, lift your feet up, and open your knees wider than yourself or as wide as your mat. You could either grab your heels or the inside of your feet or your big toe, maybe your ankles, whatever you can grab. And you're just gonna rock your happy baby pose left and right to end. This is my kind of relaxing yoga, but still a strong one, right? You felt that. So we did a lot of balancing asanas, and at the same time, it was pretty relaxing for me. I don't know, let me know how you feel about this. Do you like more of these longer classes? Okie dokie. Now wiggle yourself, and I'll just end this video. Thank you so much, friends, for practicing with me on my birthday. I really appreciate you being here, and I hope you really enjoyed this class. That was like my kind of relaxing, but still a powerful yoga. I do like a combo of my practice, you know, strength and flexibility as always, because I feel that that's the most powerful for me and invigorating at the same time. So it's not just pure flexibility, and it's also not just like super pure strength, you know? All right, I hope to see you guys again on my next class. Bye! Ooh, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. That's gonna be your birthday present for me, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys. And take a little bit of a break drinking. Oh, that was pretty intense.